Welcome to the manucloudlearning.com. In this video, we are going to discuss about Windows Server 2022 failover cluster setup using Windows Admin Center. It's a part 3. Hope you enjoyed with the part 1 and part 2. So in the part 2, we didn't cover much about the storage part, right? So in this session, I'm just going to add the LAN, etc. So let me just take you to the Windows Admin Center console. As you can see here in the screen, we have 192.168.1.1 is the WAC, right? Windows Admin Center IP address. Right now I am into this cluster. Let me navigate to this overview. Here I have an option to existing cluster also. I have an option to add, right? So it is already there. And let me click on the overview session. And what I noticed was the storage, whatever presented from the SAN, right? SAN01. It was not, it's a raw disk. I had not made it as, online and not formatted disk. Okay. It was a raw disk. That's the reason it was not discovered in the cluster. So let me just do everything one by one. So the moment let me go to, I can make it from one of the node. Both are same LAN only. 1 GB just I will use for the quorum disk, and the second 10 GB which I will use for the volume one. Let me make it from online from this node one. Let me just right click, say online, and again initiate this. Let it be GPT or MBR, doesn't matter for this testing purpose. These are partition styles. Okay, so let me just say next, finish. I don't need to assign any drive letter for now. Just say quick finish. It will be NDFS volume. And similar let me make online for the disk 2 as well. Let's say disk 2, MBR or anything, GPT, doesn't matter. Now let me just format the disk. Say next, I don't need any drive letter here. Next, finish. Now let me refresh this console and let me go to the next node and see that disk is there or not. Both are same disk, but only from one node I need to just do the formatting and all. Okay, so let me type disk mgmd.msc. Okay, so here let me try to discover. Yes, it's same disk only. Okay, let me just do the refresh. Okay, it has been reflected. Okay, it's offline. I don't need to bring that cluster will take care. Okay, so now let me just try to refresh on the storage in the admin center once. That's under disk. Let's see, is there anything is discovering here? It's performing its lookup. Let's see. And at the same time, okay, this look fine. And here, so far nothing is eligible disk control, nothing came. Okay, so we'll do one thing. We'll add it from node itself. Let me just go to the node one, failover cluster. Now we'll try to add the disk from here. Okay, now we are able to see the two eligible disks, right? 1 GB and 10 GB. Let me add it here. Okay, both of them are came over here. Now let me see. Yeah, sorry. During the creation of cluster itself, we will be able to do all these things. Okay. So yeah, now you will be able to see, right? Whatever LAN has been presented, these are discovered now. Okay. It take some time to refresh and fetch the information. That is the only delay. So now owner node is for this first node and sorry, the storage this 1 GB and 10 GB both are node 1. And if I go to this one, as you can see here, right, I'll be able to move the ownership as well manually. In case this first node is in maintenance, then I'll be able to, you know, move this role to other node, right? Whether it is automatic or manual, I'll be able to manage. If it is a manual maintenance, how do I perform? Just go to the node and just say, click on, let's say in our case, if you want to put maintenance on node 02, if you want to drain the role, that is an option. If you do not want to drain the role, this also option. Okay, just click on pause, and it will make you to the pause state, and that will be eligible to restart and all in a proper way. Let's say when you're doing server patching and all, that time it will be very helpful. And if you want to see any roles results on this node, just go to bottom of this page, and here you could see disk nothing is there. If I go to the first node, let's see. Yes, there are 2 disk is owned. And as I created in the previous session, right, there's a generic test role. Normally, the role could be the Hyper-V or DSCP. There are many roles, right? Whatever is available for the high availability, right? Some cases, people will just create a role, and just to make the IP address highly available, they will just create a role, okay, and just tag with an IP address. And application said they will use that IP address. That IP address is highly maintaining here, right? There are many, solution people are using that. So this is all about, storage setup, and hope you enjoyed. If you have any question, you can paste your question in your comment box. I'll be able to, answer maximum possible your queries. And thank you for watching. I'll come up with the next, different topic in the next video. Okay. See you then. Bye.